Hi friends, Knife Detector here, and I want to check out this knife with you, okay? This is a Western 534. Now these knives, they're the bigger Westerns. Western Asshole I think makes the 532 and some smaller sizes. But this one is 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 in the closed position. We're going to talk a little bit more about this knife, but first let me show you what I carried today. Check this out. Carried my beautiful, trusty, just a little bit rusty case 6250. This is the one that I sent to Case for refurbishing, and it's still retaining a lot of its shine, but look, I'm already putting some more scratches on it from carrying it. But that's what I do. That's what it does, you know. It's got the pitting there because the blades are very old. This is a very old knife. They just polished it to make it look new. Gorgeous knife. Love carrying this knife. It's hard not to feel confident and happy when you're carrying a knife like this. And that's what carrying a knife like this, or a knife that I really like, does for me. I like feeling in my pocket, and then the feeling of knowing that I have this beautiful knife in there that I can pull out and use when I need to. It's a beautiful feeling, my friends. So I'm going to put that down. That's going to be some eye candy back there. Now back to this Western, okay? Now this Western knife right here was made, I believe, circa 1980. And as you can hear, it's got a very nice snap to it. And let's look at the shape of this knife for a little bit. Notice that it has 2 nickel silver bolsters, one on the top, one on the bottom. It appears to have nickel silver pins. This is a lockback design. It has some thick brass liners right in there. It's got this type of laminate wood that is very durable. Now, I have to tell you, I don't like the smaller ones of these. I forgot what number it was, if it was the Western 526 or something like that. Don't like the smaller ones. The smaller ones just kind of rub me the wrong way. But I had been holding out for a big one. And when I was able to save up a little bit, I found this in the flea market, and I couldn't resist it. I could not resist it for a second. The gentleman asked for 50, and I knew that at 50 I was going to be paying half of what I usually see these go for on eBay. So yes, I snapped up on it really quick, and the condition of this is just really, really good. You can tell the person that had this kind of put it away in the sheath and just left it there. So let's take a look at this. This is a Western USA S-534. I think it's circa around 1980. This is a B. So it might be a little bit newer or a little bit older, okay? Now, as you can see, it's a beautiful knife. It was already plenty sharp. I just gave it a little touch-up with my Easy Lap Diamond Hone. And it's got mostly a flat grind right here, and it's got a beautiful etching of a ram. Now, these knives, the Westerns and the 500 series, usually have some types of etchings. This one has the ram. I forgot what the other ones have. But it's just a beautiful knife. As you can see, it kind of has like that copperhead design up here, because when you close it, you know, it kind of hides the tang a little bit, so you can't see it. It curves down slightly, as you can see, and when it's fully open, you can see that with the blade open, it kind of curves down slightly this way. Although I hesitate to call this a clip point. I mean, we'll call it a clip point, but it doesn't curve up. It just falls straight down. And it has this faux edge right here. It's got the match strike long pull nail nick right there as well. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Let's put this down where you can see it, and then I'm going to show you the sheath that these things come with, because they come with some really, really cool looking sheaths. So let's take a look at that. Now this sheath has the hoop higher than the actual sheath itself. So it's a little bit higher, so it hangs down on your belt, which I think is a pretty cool feature. Just kind of hangs there, dangling down. It's not built in here where it's cut in and you have to kind of put your belt loop through it. No, it has its own belt loop, and the knife hangs a little bit lower than the belt loop. And this is the original one that it came with. As you can see, it's still got some original dirt from the flea market. And it says Western right there. You can even see a few bumps right here on the button where the previous wearer used it and bumped into something. Maybe they were rolling around in the dirt while they were changing some oil or something like that. It's got a few dents also here, probably from laying down, working on a car, on the ground, or bumping into something while they were getting some work done, you know. And I love the character on this sheath, and it's just a beautiful sheath. And I've had this since last December, and I've wanted to show it to you guys. And so I'm showing it to you guys today. And I'm going to use this tomorrow. I'm going to carry it with me, and I will be using it with the sheath. So let's see how that goes. I'm probably going to put a lot more wrinkles in that sheath than it has right now. Let's see. It's a little bit tough pushing that in, and very nice snap. As you can see, this does have some scratches, but it is in very good shape. I haven't really done much to this knife. I haven't cleaned it, hardly any. To me, a little bit dirty just means it's perfect, just the way it is. So I like my knives a little bit dirty. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I know what you expected me to say, but that's all I'm going to say about that. And I'll tell you what, this does fit the bill for me. So tell me what you think. Do you guys own any Western knives like this in the 500 series? Maybe a 532? I can't remember if there was a 526. But which Western do you own? And do you have the sheath? The smaller version of that actually comes with a smaller version of the sheath, just like that. But this is the one I like, and I'm wondering if there's a bigger one, if there's a 536 Western. If there is, I surely would like to have the big one too, guys. All right, amigos, this has been another one by the Knife Detector. You know what? I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. I want to say thank you. And hey, to all my new subscribers out there, guess what, amigos? If you like sharp things, and if you like talking about the history of knives, then you're in the right channel, friends. This is a great place. Got a lot of great friends that join me all the time. When I say hey out there to some of my friends, hey out there, Mike Emler, Thrifty Kniffy, Knife Delights, Tobias Gibson, Knife Shots with Tobias. I want to say hey out there to Pete, Jersey Knife Guy, and all my other amigos out there. I hope you guys are having just a swell weekend. I did a little bit of knife hunting today. During my lunch break, I went to a pawn shop and totally struck out. The salesman was like, yes, we have a nice selection of knives. Well, his idea of a nice selection and my idea differ greatly, amigos. So needless to say, I did not buy any of those damaged cheap knives. But in any case, this has been another one by the Knife Detector. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. Take care, amigos.